Yo, coming around, y'all. Coming around, share the live. Coming around, share the live and get your life, y'all. Coming around, share the live and get lit. The queens is back up in this bitch like, stop playing with us tonight, though. We got Lotus in the building, y'all. She about to come through and slay, y'all. All the crump dancers need to watch, y'all. Oh, coming around, share the live and get lit. Woo! Coming around, share the light, we in this bitch. Hey, come on, me and my sister about to turn up for show, y'all. We got the front dancer in the building, y'all. But stop playing with her, y'all. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show, y'all. Sit back, relax, get your life, cause she's in the building and about to go down, y'all. Coming around, share the light. Hey, Facebook, hey, Big O. Hi, y'all. Yeah, coming around, share the light. Coming around, share the light and get your life down. Coming around, get lit. Lotus is up in this bitch like, but don't play with her, dog. She's from the East Coast and she will really let you know, and she will read you too, dog. Don't play with her or she will really school you, dog. Oh, stop playing in her face, dog. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Yeah. Tell them to get your life. Yes, coming around, swiping and vibe. Get it up, dog. Get it up, get it up, get it. Here she go, she's in the building, dog. Lotus came in through in the building, dog. Tell them, coming around, swiping and vibe. Coming around, swiping and vibe and get your life, dog. Yes, hey Lotus. Yes, hey honey.
What is going on? What is down? What is up?
How are you?
I'm chilling. I'm glad to be here.
I love your East Coast accent. Well, let's go ahead and jump right into it. I'm your ratchet girl, your homie, your bestie, Anastasia.
And I am your countess.
Whole sister.
Of all kinds, Aubrey.
And we have the Trap Queens, and we are here with the lovely, yes. Only one and only girl.
The only one and only.
Lotus Bomb, honey.
Yes,
official Lotus Bomb, honey. She is all the way from the East Coast doing her thing out here in California as a professional female crump dancer, or well, let's just say dancer overall, girl.
Creative, yes.
So Lotus, tell us something about you. What's one fun fact about you, girl?
Okay, so to be very truthful, honest, and
it's a lot of jury up here, y'all.
Yeah, I love it though.
Okay.
Y'all should be here. Y'all don't see this, but it's great.
You should be here.
No, for real. So a fun fact about me is I'm extremely loud and ratchet.
Yes.
And that's just a normal thing. That's just
extremely loud and ratchet.
Like it has to be a
so it's a hybrid.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't get one or the other. Like I'm not just loud.
Okay.
And I'm not just ratchet, but it's
okay. Well, look, if we can do one thing, and if you can do one thing besides dancing, what would it be?
It would probably be like a painter, an artist of some sort. I like to paint on my downtime, so like, it's something that I do.
Okay, well, shout out to Big O Live up there. We really can't see the comments from this far, but we see that number going up. We're at 190 something. Okay, well,
awesome.
keep going up. We can't really see. Facebook, get it together. Come on, girl. Wake the fuck up, girl.
Get up.
Now, Lotus, give us a background about Lotus. What made you go into dancing, like?
Oh, okay. So I started dancing when I was about 2 years old. My parents were very, very big on me being in academics and as well as being very well-rounded. So they put me into ballet, like, you know, like any other kid at that time.
Wait, you said ballet?
Yeah, I was originally in ballet first. Like, that was the first thing I ever touched, did.
Okay.
And that's only because I was, like, painfully shy. Like, did not talk to anyone.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, that's surprising, right? Loud ass, loud. Look at God.
Look at God. So you say you didn't talk to nobody.
No, like my parents were actually very, very worried that I was going to be a mute, and that a majority of my youth that I wasn't a mute, they were concerned for my well-being and like how I was going to be as an adult. So they put me into something that didn't require me to
Someone
talk.
said, I love your energy. Yes.
Okay.
Hey, y'all on
Thank
Bigo.
you, Bigo.
Look, it's 2 streamings going on. We're on Facebook. We're on
Do it,
Bigo.
honey.
Shout out to y'all. We got Lotus in the building all the way from New York, honey. She is-
Okay.
Okay.
Because it's what it is, East Side, bitch.
Oh.
Sorry,
So,
don't need to game.
would you choose the East Coast or the West Coast?
Oh, okay. So I've been going through that a lot lately.
Ooh, juicy.
I would always choose home. And that's just because, like, y'all ain't got no bodegas out here, and a nigga need a bodega.
Wait, what is that? For the people that... Okay, let us know what it is.
It's a street corner store. It has everything.
Oh.
You need a breakfast sandwich, you go into the bodega. You need a Lysol, you go into the bodega. You need to go pick up some dog food.
So it's kind of like your mom and pop store.
It is.
One-stop shop.
Everybody has one. There's one on every corner. You need one.
Okay.
And they don't got it here. So.
Okay. Come on, sis.
So, I do have a question. So, explain to the people if it was their first time in New York City.
Yeah.
How would you explain New York to that person in like 5 minutes?
Okay.
5 minutes.
You don't own any of your own space. That's it. Nothing that is in this area is yours.
So we're like this.
Yeah, not like this is a lifestyle.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. So if you like space, New York is not it.
Okay. Oh.
You don't want it.
Now,
I promise.
Give us of course, because the East Coast and the West Coast, we know that both places, New York and California, definitely have a high homeless. What is different with the homeless population out in New York versus California from what you've seen so far?
Knowing that New York has a lot of, or used to have a lot of mental hospitals, a lot of those got closed down over the years with a lack of funding, and a lot of those people end up being homeless because of that.
Okay.
So a lot of the homeless community was in a mental issue home.
Okay.
Where here it is more of a drug addiction.
Okay.
And you see that they're there and actually don't mind living there. We have people that live not too close from us that are homeless, and they choose to be that way for whatever their personal reasons are. But it seems like it's more accepted here to be homeless than it is to be in New York, where it is more looked down upon and people would rather not assist them. Where people here don't mind going to give them food and cleaning up after them. You would never see that in New York. They'd be like, you need to go find a shelter now, or you're in the police station, realistically. Yeah.
Let's go here. What advice would you give someone who was inspiring to be a dancer, but their parents kind of wouldn't want them to go down that path? You know, kind of like, oh, you shouldn't don't waste your time on dancing. I want you to be a lawyer. I want you to be a doctor.
It's
like,
a pipe dream.
let us know the drive behind your dancing passion.
Do it anyway. I mean, your parents will live their life according to how they decide to live it, but you can't live your life the way they want to. That's why y'all have 2 separate bodies with 2 separate brains and 2 separate dreams, is because you were meant to do something completely different. So if you want to dance, do it. If it makes you happy, if it fits your soul, if it makes you smile when you go to sleep, then do it. I would never tell anybody not to go catch a dream just because it dissatisfies someone else. It doesn't make sense to me.
Nice.
Now, how do you handle dancing and your relationship, personal time? How do you juggle the two?
Honestly and truthfully, I don't juggle it very well.
Hey, we trying. I mean, hey.
No, like, and that is because I believe in working really hard, so I overbook a lot, and I make time for it, and I make sure that I get what I said that I was going to get done.
Okay.
But I also am at a point where now I'm scheduling to have personal time and to make sure that I'm doing something for me.
Good.
So, younger me would have been like, work until you dead. Me now is like, bitch, I'll die being comfy because y'all Y'all ain't gonna wear me out.
Okay, so we know that.
Question from Big O. Yes, thank you for the questions.
Oh.
Who do you look up to in the industry?
Oh wow, Rihanna. Rihanna is a giant tool for me. She came in there with one idea and was like, oh, why stop? Let's just take over everything.
Now, I'm glad you said that because we like to do a lot of pop-up questions over here, honey.
Yes.
So if you had to choose between, and I'm going to go here.
Okay.
If you had to choose between
Here we go.
Lil' Kim,
Okay.
Nicki Minaj,
Okay.
Beyonce, and Rihanna, you can only dance for two, but you got to decline two. Who you picking?
And to make this juicy, pick one singer and one rapper. Just to make it juicy.
Okay. For Shizzle Dizzle, without no question, Rihanna. Because, I mean, I'm sorry, I know there's a whole bunch of Beyonce fans out there, and I hope one day Beyonce is watching this. But it's not you.
She said, hold up.
They don't love you like we love you.
Step
They
down.
don't love you like we love
Okay.
you.
Back up.
In the nicest, respectable way.
Yeah, and I respect Beyonce's drive, but I respect Rihanna's person.
Gotcha.
And then after that, I would have to go with Lil' Kim.
Okay.
And only for the simple fact
Thank y'all.
that she is just that bitch. She had no whole bars. She was talking about fucking niggas and taking their money after. I respect that.
Now, in a situation, if you had to choose one to go on a hiking trail for 24 hours
That's a day.
in the
My gosh.
wildlife, who do you think will save your life? Would it be Betty White or Martha Stewart?
Huh. I'll only give it to Martha because I know she be smoking, so I know you gonna be creative.
And she can cook.
Yeah.
Down.
So, alright. Martha, my life is in your hands. Get it together.
Okay. Now, tell the people kind of, we also kind of prep them, like, let them know that you are an activist. What kind of made you go into the activist background? Like, what made or inspired you to be an activist today?
I have always been an activist. I don't think that's something that you just wake up one day and get into. I think it's always just knowing what's right and what's wrong and then deciding if you want to talk about it. And I've always been quiet, but if it don't make sense, you gonna hear me. So that's always just been kind of where my brain has been, whether it's been a small issue all the way to big issues. I remember being in like my freshman year when the first time Obama was supposed to go for presidency. I was not eligible to vote. I wasn't yet old enough, but I was in these streets passing out flyers like, make sure you vote. We need this black man.
Period.
You feel me? And like it. Even as a kid, I was just like, we have the opportunity, we have a life that we can live and make a difference in, and that's what I plan on doing.
So how important is it today to go out and vote? What would you tell the people today who have not went out and vote, who have not even voiced their opinion but got so much to say?
Okay.
What are we saying?
You can't complain unless you're part of the plan. Okay?
That's good.
If you're not going to chime in and put your opinion to an action, you're just talking air.
Yes.
Nobody want to hear air in their ear, okay? Get out there, do something, because like, yes, we may not feel like we have options, but there are options. Educate yourself. Go out there. Do stuff where you're involved. Know that it's not just from the top. You start from the bottom. People who run your city, people who run your council, who are on your board, you need to know who that is. Complaining to Trump ain't gonna do shit. Let's be for real. It's not gonna do nothing.
Right.
He don't give a fuck about none of us. He care about what his bank account looked like and what he wanted to look like.
Okay.
Anything that has to do with your life, you have control over. You should be doing something.
Okay.
So a nice segue, because controversy is always an option.
Okay.
So when you hear the term "all lives matter," what's the first thought that comes into your mind?
Yes.
Insecurity. Insecurity is the first thing that comes to my mind when you say all lives matter. you are so insecure in where your position is as a race that you cannot address someone else's issue without putting yours into that frontier. And get your shit together. It's okay. You're not the only human that live on this earth. You will be okay. Yes. It's not about you for 5 seconds.
It looked like we got a question from Big O. One of them was, what is your favorite dance move? Or what is your favorite dance move?
It will always be, right there.
Do it again for us.
Whoa, and then only because I can do it in conversation.
Yes.
Any other thing. And then the second one is a smooth ass Millie Rock. It's a nice little option.
Now, who started? Give us the background of the Millie Rock. You got people in Miami. You got people in the here. Where did it originate from? Is it an East Coast thing?
It is definitely an East Coast thing. I'm giving this one to the Brooklyn area. They started it.
Come on, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, BK, okay, all day, baby.
Now, what is the proper way to Millie Rock? Do you start off? Can you
do a little tutorial for the audience?
All right, it is pure swag. Don't be in there stiff as fuck. You gonna look stupid. I'm gonna laugh at you. We gonna laugh at you. Okay? I'm gonna be honest with you.
Y'all do it with us.
It come from the wrist, push, and then the shoulder come with it. So boom,
Oh, girl, hell no. It's the East Coast side. Ari, that's too much.
I put my titties into it.
Not the titties. You always need a little titties.
What's the other question?
What do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, that's a good question.
I see me in Calabasas with my 15-room house.
Yes.
With
why Calabasas though? They got creepers over there.
Because it's far enough for these niggas to have to hike to get to.
Okay.
And as well as I don't like people. I'm sorry, y'all. I love people, but I don't like people when I need my space.
Understand.
Yeah, like I just want some quiet time.
And so, what is your sign for the people that out?
I am a motherfucking Pisces. Okay.
All the fishes in the sea.
Okay. Now, if you had to eliminate one sign, what sign would it be?
You can only pick one.
Y'all gonna be extra tight. I can't stand me some fucking tourists. So sorry.
Don't feel bad. They made a whole thread on Twitter.
I'm so sorry. And I tried so many times with tourists, but every single one of them made me want to slap something. So I have to. I love y'all, but I can't.
Is it tourist women or tourist men?
You know what's crazy? I've never had an interaction with tourist men besides you are, and like you're the only tourist man that I know.
Legal.
And like we're cool. But like every tourist woman I've ever met, except for like my current like 3 or 4 that I have right now.
They probably watching like.
No, they know. It's not like a confined thing. Everybody know how I feel about tourists. Give me headaches, but I love them on the same end, but dramatic. And they know it.
Let's go here. What is the process for auditioning to be a background dancer or for a celebrity artist? What is that process? Is it stressful? Is it many takes? Is it jealousy? Is it size? Is it colorism? What is it?
Worth it. I mean, no question. It is a great experience going even through the audition process. Like the audition process itself is how much do you love yourself?
Yeah.
Because when you go into that audition, they want to see you, and more you. They don't want you to look. They want you to catch that move because, like, don't be on beat and shit. But they really want you to be you. Whatever that means. If it fits the audition, cool. If it doesn't, cool.
Now, is it sometimes based off of gender, color, look?
Yeah, they're very specific to the look. They feel like they can teach you anything, which is true. About anybody, if they have enough rehearsals, they can teach you anything. But they can't recreate a look.
Sorry.
If you don't got it, you just don't got it, and that's okay.
You can't be Asian tomorrow.
Yeah, like I've had times where I've gone into audition and they're looking for a dark skin, long hair, curly, and I was like, well, I'll see y'all next round. And we keep it moving because it's just not for me. They're not looking for me. I'm not going to be upset. It's just...
But that makes me go into this question for you. I mean, of course, I'm sure when you were or did have long hair, because she wasn't always.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't always this bald-headed bitch. I promise.
She had bundles.
So, when you had long hair and you were auditioning, did you notice the difference from when you cut your hair that you would get certain ones or certain ones?
Oh,
that is a good question.
It even went as deep as, like, what my hair color was.
Just press the X.
A lot of people, when I changed my hair color, loved it for the spice up in there. Oh. So if I was, you know, like you always see that one dancer and they'd be like, ooh, who that bitch? I was that person when my hair was that color. When it wasn't and it was just a neutral color, I was the everyday next girl, the girl next door type person. Okay. So depending on what my hair looked like or what I could transform
From
into.
Hair.
Yeah. Wow. It really made a difference. Like even now, people think my look is very, very edgy. Mm-hmm. It becomes a specialty, sort of to say. Like if you want it to look hip and you want it to look urban, then that's where my look kind of enters in. Or if they just want a normal looking person.
That makes sense.
Then I am that go-to normal looking ass bitch, okay? So it really depends on what vibe that people are looking for. Because I've had people who wanted like a very extravagant look and still hire me with my cut because I can pull off the fit.
And the dance move.
Move.
With the personality, the attitude.
So let me ask you this. How comfortable should someone be in their body? I mean, you may have, like you said, when you're growing up, you wasn't, very friendly. So get a girl, she can dance, but she's not so confident in her body. And, some auditions, they may want you to probably just wear your bra, or they probably want to see everything.
Yeah. No,
how comfortable do you have to be?
100%. Like, even if you don't fully believe it, you have to somehow fully believe it. Because they don't want questions on the stage. They don't want a question face on the stage. They don't want you to look unsure of anything.
Come on, somebody.
It has to be a performance. And when you're performing, nobody wants a looking ass nigga. So like,
or someone they gotta teach and comfort. And,
like, all right,
like, we made you cry. Come on.
They're not therapists. They don't care to be your therapist. They just want you to do your job, which means be in there, be full, be you, and do it.
So I have a two-part question. So have you ever seen a female dancer who may have been on the little heavier side, but she outdanced everyone her line and they still cut her?
Hell yeah.
It's some big talented females out here.
I have seen females who are 5, 6, 7 times my size work the floor. And when I tell you, like, I'm questioning why the fuck I'm even in this room when they, like, I will always give props where it's due. And if you are wilding out and giving it 110, exactly. If you're doing your thug thizzle and, like, you still get cut, it's not you, sweetie. The world needs to evolve.
Oh, talk about it.
It's not even you. It's not even that you're not doing what you're supposed to. They just can't handle it. Like something to the eye of the company is not there for them. So it's like, it's okay. You'll be all right. Don't worry.
Okay, and we're going to go ahead and open up the panel for some big old questions. If y'all want to come in, we're going to go ahead and have that panel open up. Just press that select button down there and then post it. Bam. And then post at the top.
Ooh,
all right.
This is fancy.
And and then we're going to get the people in here. So feel free to come in, ask your questions. Any inspiring dancers out there, anyone that just want to know about the industry in general, feel free to come in. It brings me to this question. I know you said that, you may have to do therapy or things like that. How important is it to have a therapist, or should you have a therapist when you're in the industry, dancing, music, singing, regardless?
You need a therapist regardless of what you're doing in life. I need everybody to know that. I need that to be normalized, that a therapist is a necessity. we all go through traumas, whether they're big or small.
Yes.
And if you want to be okay to do anything that you really want to do, you need to take care of yourself. And I think that's the first and foremost thing, especially in the industry where it's meant to tear you down, it's meant to break down every little thing that you
Talk
do.
about it.
You need to make sure that your brain is super solid. So when you're going ahead and you're dealing with people who are like, well, you're too skinny. I'm not too skinny, my nigga. Leave me alone.
So
go find somebody else.
Give us some of your inspiring crump dancers. Who inspired you to become into the crump world?
Oh man. As far as being a female in crump, the first two people I will always mention, should always be mentioned, is Miss Prissy. She is the mother of crump.
Yes.
She is the reason why females were even taken as seriously as they were. And then the next after that is the wonderful Miss Daisy, who gave an alternative to the styling of crump. So Miss Prissy was very like feminine, very exuded femininity, where I kind of, you know, felt with Miss Daisy where I wasn't as feminine at the time and was very tomboyish, and she kind of matched me in that way. And between both of them, I was like, oh, you can be ripping niggas. Wow. I want to do that. Like, and they opened up a whole mindset where it made me almost obsessed, where I wanted to be a part of this lifestyle where people were throwing things at each other, almost knocking the fuck out each other. I was like,
so it's like a new world.
No, it is. It's its own world. It's literally its own world. It is.
Come on, world.
It really functions in a different level where if you're not in it, you will never understand it.
So how is it to get the respect now? Is it more of a male dominant field industry versus the female? So when you a female and you coming in and like you said, you eating and you throwing and you giving it to them, is that like a different respect level from the guys out in the day? Or
I mean, with all things that are industry, men always have a foot in it, and that's unfortunate in this case. But crump was a male, and is still a male dominant scene, but there is a very strong feminine presence there.
Yes.
So
you feel like a female presence still will have to be needed.
Oh yeah, and that's something that in the last couple of years I've seen a huge difference in, is the amount of females, the interest of females to come in there, the safe space for females to be there has been a huge difference from even when I started and decided to come into the game. And then now where people are like, yo, I want to do that. Like, you want to teach me? And I'm like, I can't teach you shit. But come here, come with me, and I can put you in the right direction. I can bring you to people who will respect you, who will love you as a female, being you as a female in crump. And then also I can help you understand that you don't have to conform, nor do you have to listen to these niggas either, because they can just talk his shit. And I talk shit too, so that's why we always have very different incidences, and we come into a lot of clashing of heads, because I am still that loud mouth bald head bitch, and
that's okay.
I don't know, they don't have a choice. I'm gonna deal with that.
Yes, y'all can come in if you're on Big O. If y'all feel free to ask some questions, she's here. Ask your questions. Tap in. Be respectful.
Definitely.
Thank you. Light it up. Light it up. Hey, spark it up. Spark it up. Ooh. Exhale, exhale. Now look, brings me into the next question. Give us Lotus healthy lifestyle. Yes. What do we do? Give us your every morning meal or noon, or how do we want to know? We want to live with Lotus for a moment.
Okay.
They say I'm shy. Don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
She's from the East Coast.
Come here. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Bring your ass up in here, guys.
Just tap in. It's easy.
Okay. Tap. Anyway, so like in the morning, I'm really like big on teas. I don't like to eat in the morning. I know it's said to be a very important part of the meal of the day. And it is. Please do it. Put some fruit. Put something that's going to stimulate you throughout the day. Just for me and knowing how my body works, I just need tea. And like my body is ready to go.
So is tea a good thing?
Tea is a great thing.
Okay.
Everybody should have tea. Don't even
I don't
drink
know.
coffee.
I feel like I'm scared of tea.
What?
I get so much of it, but I'm scared.
Well, you better start drinking your juice.
Well, for me, I guess like what kind? I don't know. I'm picky, so
Just
what
which
is
one you like?
like one that tastes good? Like
Okay, so
I don't
my
want it to
favorite-
taste like
Starbucks tea?
Yes.
I like their tea.
Their tea, they have a peach tranquility tea. Man, listen. And as for that hot lemonade, you got yourself a nice little mix up in that itch. And it's nice and sweet. It keeps your brain stimulated. It wakes me up way better than I would with coffee. So that's like my breakfast. Lunch really kind of depends and sees where I feel like, because sometimes I'm really fat and want a burrito.
Yes.
And then other times I'm like, let's be healthy and get a salad. So like it just depends on a mood. I'm an advocate of drinking water. I don't drink juice. I don't drink soda.
Love juice. Oh, and squirt. Oh, love it.
No, but I can't lie to y'all. I do treat myself every now and then to a juice, but man, the way they just be putting fructose syrup and everything.
Oh my gosh.
It's sugar. I mean,
and like,
that's what makes it taste
Well, that
good.
goes
I
here.
know, man. I know.
And if y'all just joining us, we are here live with Lotus. Oh my gosh, she
honey.
is a female professional crump dancer of all styles. Hello.
Okay.
She moved here from the East Coast to the West Coast, and we just love everything about her. She's so amazing. It leads me to my next question. Is there someone special in your life?
Ooh.
Yeah, my little Mac Daddy. Let me stop being ratchet. Okay. Yes, I am spoken for. I love her to death. My baby Cozy Mac. She is amazing. We have been together for a year and
Bougie.
almost 6 months. Hi, who are you? Oh my God, this is so cool.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Hello.
Where you from, Bougie?
Okay.
East Africa.
What part of East Africa, sir? Okay. Okay.
She's all activist, honey.
Now,
Yes, she
listen.
love her black people.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. That sound like a fake name, but I believe you.
It's real.
But I believe you. And I hope to visit. I honestly would love to go visit Africa. I have a lot of friends that are from there, from the colonies specific, and I love to visit there one day. I need to.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm close to like Ethiopia, Eritrea.
Beautiful. Actually, I have family in Ethiopia, so that's pretty dope, actually.
Yes, you've been with us, watching us, and following us now for almost a month now going on? Yeah, real nice coming in every night, real supportive. So
Okay,
shout out to
or
getting out there in Africa. Hello, Ram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a question, Lotus. Who have you danced for? Celebrity. Because we want to, who she danced for? I want to look her up. Who she danced for? What she do?
I have danced for Nitty Scott,
Yes.
who is a beautiful mind, Lion Babe. I've had the very quick pleasure of even working with Beyonce for a very quick portion of time in my life.
Yes.
Yes.
I've dealt with.
I like dealt with.
Dealt. Yes.
Is Ashanti the dealt with?
Oh man!
Look,
listen.
is Ashanti the dealt with?
No. I've never had the I don't know what to call it, but I've never had any experience with Ashanti.
Shitty.
Yikes. But no, I've only had interactions with her mother, and you know that.
Yeah.
Moving on. No, like I've dealt with Egyptian, who is an amazing Caribbean artist. I've had the amazing Jennifer,
Yes.
Say Park. All these people are amazing. Shana Music, she is amazing. I'm trying to think. Everybody. Okay, slow it down.
Right. Good. Everybody.
Kanye, Rihanna?
No, please, man. If I had, y'all would know. I'd be wearing T-shirts of me and Rihanna.
Thank you, Bradley.
I've had the pleasure of meeting Cardi, working with Cardi for a very brief time.
Yes, can you say her name again for the big old world?
Yeah, for the bigger world.
Cardi.
It's a lot of
Cardi B.
It's a lot of barbs over there.
Cardi. Oh, and Cardi is a very sweet person. I've always had an amazing time being around her. She was always very sweet. Even like before she even had dancers, that was somebody that I worked with very, very briefly. So
I mean, because she's from that area.
Yeah. No, actually, she lived 2 blocks away from me at one point in time. We used to go to the same bodega. I've seen her run niggas out of the bodega. I've seen her run people through that bodega.
So what you see Cardi do, what you see her do on social media, that's how she is.
She is really like that. Like
it's no
not
scam.
it's not like she's pretending. Like that's really 100% who she is. But she's also just a real bitch too. Like she's not out there fighting people for any reason. Like if there was a reason for it, there was a reason for it. She's not just going up to people and stuffing them. It's like, I heard you was da 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 da. Let's handle this right here. And it's like, I just want my sandwich.
So that goes to what motivates you to continue to create? What gives you that drive to create?
It's different places in my life. And like, as I figure out a lot about myself, I start putting that into my art and start expressing it more through my art. Now I'm more in tune with myself, more proud of myself, more confident in myself. So a lot of my work is reflecting all of those feelings of, I am that bitch. You can't tell me shit.
Period. I want to go here. How is the LGBT culture from the East Coast to the West Coast?
I have not had any interaction with LGBT in the West Coast, just because when I got here, it shut down. So like,
well, yeah,
maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
And we can try it again and talk about it. I mean, I've only had very, very few interactions, and like, it was very calm and like, oh shit, you're gay. That's cool. and like, go gay people. And like, we just move on. Where in New York, it was a whirlwind of like, oh, you was fucking with this person who fucked with this person, and that person was fucking with this person, so you can't touch that person no more. And it's like,
so the LGBT it's serious out there.
No, it is. Everybody has at least dated somebody that they know.
Oh,
everybody.
Oh, okay.
And it's very casual. The town is like this big, y'all. Like,
perfect segue. Any advice for the LGBT community today? The youngins, girls,
the ones that like to tear each other down and read them.
What advice would you give them?
That's a trap. Honestly, like the talking shit to each other, it's a trap. It's what they expect of us.
Yes.
It's a lot of the time what people, when they see gay people of any sort, lesbian, trans, they see us tear each other down because that's what we're used to receiving. So please understand that, like, that's really not even how you feel. That's how you're reflecting.
You better come on somebody.
Big O, open your ears.
Okay. Don't be them niggas.
Don't be that person that tear your brother and sister down, because at the end of the day, when we should be uplifting each other.
We really all we got.
You
like,
know?
At the end of the day, I've had a gay person come into my rescue. Oh, hi.
Hey, how are you? We are here live with Lotus Bomb. She is a professional dancer. If y'all have any questions, feel free to ask her. She's open.
I am.
Well, not that open. But
not open-legged, but open-minded.
They said, what advice would you tell your younger self? Ooh.
That's a good one.
Bitch, if you don't know that you bad, get your shit together. That would be the exact line.
Bitch, if you don't know that you're bad,
get your shit together. Because there was a lot of time of me, like, doubting myself, doubting who I was, doubting the power that I even possessed. And it was always in comparison to somebody. Like, oh, why don't you look like that? Why aren't you dancing like that? Why are you not up to this level? And it's like, damn, man, like, you're okay. You're doing good. Like, just breathe and know that you will always be great.
Hi, Bradley.
Hi.
Hey, I got like 10 more minutes of my show left, but I just had to come up here and let you know that y'all are absolutely amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You have any quick question for Lotus?
Lotus, I just got on here a couple minutes.
Well, she's a professional female crump dancer in the industry and activist, Black Lives Matter, yes, creative, yes. From New York.
What are you working on right now?
I'm working and pushing a lot of visuals. I'm dipping back into the street battle scene.
Which she just had last night.
Yes, I did. I just finished a second battle in 2 weeks, and it's
Put it in the comments so we can watch it.
yes. Once it's out, I don't even know where it is right now. I'll be very honest with you. I literally did the battle and was like, what cameras? So I don't know when that is, but the moment I know, everybody will know. Y'all can follow my Facebook page, Lotus Bomb. Everything will be there.
Love you guys. I'm gonna go finish my show. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right, love. Yes.
I have a question for you.
What's that?
As a creative, what is your mantra? Like, what is Lotus' mantra for creating?
Oh, I like that.
I like that. That was very nice.
It's right there.
She didn't come up with that.
She said it was right there. Okay. I am always believing that I want to create undeniable art. I want it to be that no matter if you fuck with me or not,
Oh, somebody.
you're gonna be like, God damn it, that bitch be making shit that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. But like that's what I want it to be all the time. Is that you can hate me as the person,
But don't
you,
hate my you gonna love my
art. You will love my art, and
baby.
and that there's no way around it. I want something that even if you don't fuck with me, you'll fuck with my art.
Yes.
because
Damn.
I'm not for everybody, and I'm okay with that.
Just say we said.
Girl, we said the same
We're,
thing.
we're not everyone's
We're
cup
not.
of tea.
Hello?
You gonna drink something.
Okay. A half a cup, bitch, at least.
I am the cup though.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So that brings me here.
Yes.
How important is it to keep posting, keep putting up it, even if you only get 1 like, 1 comment, 2 views? How important is that to keep going? Because consistency is everything.
Man, and I just started that. Like, I am one of those people that just keep doing and not really advertising myself. I'm more of a, you see me, I know you need me, hire me type of person. But as far as really getting my artwork out there and having people even pay attention to it, it wasn't until recently that I really started putting that type of energy into the stuff.
Because it's a lot of energy.
Man,
you gotta
takes
post,
a lot.
think of the caption, think of what you
Like,
want to hashtag
gotta be
this.
cute with this. How am I gonna capture people? Do people like funny? Do people want to be serious?
Yeah.
Like, it really depends on everything. But the more that I kept doing it, I saw people like, yo, you really out here? You doing your shit? Okay, like I'll support you. I'll put it up for you. Like, well, thank you, bitch, because this shit is hard by ourselves. And like even putting that in a budget for myself of like, okay, I'm gonna put $10 aside every paycheck so I can at least pay for my promotion.
Come on.
I didn't put that work in.
Yeah,
Like,
self-investing.
yeah, it's super important. Anything that you really believe in, you have to put the money behind it.
Yes.
So,
Baby.
okay, 'cause can y'all hear me though?
Amplified, okay.
Because there's a mic.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
somebody.
So then, okay, we only got a few more questions because she is on the tight schedule. She got somewhere to go, y'all. Okay, that's what happens. So, you know, it brings me to this. Even when our toughest times come, even when we don't want to push ourselves and we get up and be like, oh, I don't want to do this. Because not only that, fun fact, she does teach children. Okay, she loves
Educator.
I don't know why she told y'all she don't like people. She love people. Okay, no. But how important is that? Are we doing it? It's like, it's no longer about me.
No.
It's about the bigger purpose. And once you find your purpose, you know, okay.
You really like, bing, because at a certain point, I am dancing for myself and my self-preservation, but I am also dancing for the people who can't dance like me or can't express themselves the way that I can. Like, the reason why I even started crumping is because I felt out of place where I was. So me doing it is like a rebellion of, there should be more people out here that feel like me. And if you can't do it, it's cool. I got you. Like, I I'm a huge person on being an advocate for those who cannot. And that's part of the reason why I am an activist. Is part of the reason why I do my sexual harassment podcasts and stuff like that.
Oh, and that's one thing y'all should definitely check out. She sits on a panel of women that talks about sexual harassment or anything, just dealing with just harassment, abuse, or just, want to hear other women talk about their experiences. She does that. It's a really, really great panel to check out, and she is bomb, okay?
Thank you, because, we need more people to talk. We need more people to be up there. And, I didn't have it growing up. So I was like, I have to be that person for kids. I want to be that person for kids. That's why I teach kids. Is because if there was a teacher that really sat me down and was like, you don't have to rush all this process, I would have been a very different person. So I want to be able to advocate that for kids now. I have the ability to do that. I don't have to be rich. I don't have to be famous to do that.
Talk about it.
I can do that right here where I'm at, in a community where I'm at, where it's needed the most.
So is it important? That goes. Go ahead.
So since you met up with Cardi and you're like, that's my girl, I love Cardi.
Okay, that's all it is.
Have you met with Nicki? Anything there?
I have only been in a venue with Nicki. I have never had the pleasure of meeting her. But what I will say about Nicki, even though I may not always agree with her, the way she decides to go about things and the way that she addresses things and how she addresses them, I do respect her work ethic.
Yes.
I do respect her standards for herself, for the women in the industry.
Yes.
I do respect that, because even though it looks like a bad guy move, if there wasn't, we wouldn't have people to push that bottom line. So if Nicki is the lowest of standards, let that be the lowest of standards, because that bitch is still fire. Her being mad at other people and talking to other people and talking shit, I mean, as much as I'm not in favor of it, it's but if you don't, these girls would not have that fire under their ass to
That's
be
true.
like, okay, this bitch keep talking out her mouth crazy, I gotta come out with something that's gonna shut her up. It pushes it to a different level. So I still respect Nicki. Even though that last bit she did with Cardi, I was like, Cardi, you really do not need to be doing this, but
because you're
do you?
Because from being out on the East Coast, of course, Cardi being not too far from you, Nicki probably not being too far from you.
Yeah.
What were the streets like? I mean, if you had to choose a side, and not saying choose a side, was more of the streets rocking with Cardi, or were they rocking with Nicki?
It depends on the time period, and I'm gonna be honest with that. Nicki in the early 2000s was that go-to bitch. There was no other person that was really pushing the way she was pushing. And I'm not gonna hold you, itty bitty piggy in a bank was my bitch. And that girl spitting bars, she was a very big, she was a big difference, because she still exuded that extreme femininity, while she was like, but I'll still fuck you up, don't get none of that twisted, because I'll put my shit up in a doobie and we call it a day. But she was that bitch at that time. And then Cardi being the new standard of average bitch,
Not average.
well, not
Not basic, but average.
but an average New York bitch, there was only Nicki, and then now there was Cardi, because there are two different average of bitches.
So what happened to Remy Ma in the whole equation?
Okay, so Remy was cool for a cool minute, and I fucks with Remy on a very different level. I wouldn't put her in the same category as Cardi or Nicki, to be very honest.
Okay.
I think she's created her own lane, and I don't think it had very much to do with music. I thought it was more towards more of an advocacy thing, and I thought it was more of being present, but it wasn't for putting music out, because there was only 2 or 3 from her. There wasn't a
She was in jail.
Yeah,
Black love.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying, is she had a very different. And that's what I'm saying is like Terror Squad was a thing. She was one of the few.
She was the
Bronx
first Nicki Minaj. She was the female of Terror Squad. Nicki was the female of Young Money.
Like Eve was a Rough Rider.
You know, it's always one female.
I wouldn't say that though. I mean, like there's always that key female to every group, yes. But to say that she was that Nicki, no. She was that. She wasn't, because Nicki was bent on like, yo, I am here. You're going to hear me. This is not something that you're going to deny.
Okay.
Where Remy was like, nah, with my niggas, we out here.
On to the easy, you know.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, on to the easy, M to the wizard. Like, she was.
That's cute.
Right. She was there
was
to
her.
be a name and to be a face to say the Bronx women are there.
Mm-hmm.
But then Cardi came in and was like, hey, bitch. And then tore up in a very different way. So Remy was cool, but she wasn't like.
So what about the
know.
new upcoming ladies? Mulatto, Flo Milli, like all these
Cash Doll, you know.
Dream Doll, Asian Doll, Black
Cuban
Doll,
Doll.
Cuban Doll.
I don't know why there's so many. To be honest with you, I don't know why there are so many. A lot of them sound like each other, and I don't know most of them from each other, so I cannot tell you about them. But I can say Flo Milli is somebody that I am interested in listening to. She has,
I love her.
She has piqued my interest a lot.
I mean, 19-year-old and killing it.
And she's coming out here really talking her shit, like,
yes.
and I think that's what sets that kind of standard, is that she's talking her specific shit.
19.
Yeah, like she's like, I don't know about what the fuck y'all talking about over there, and there, but this is what I got for y'all.
And y'all better love it.
Yeah, like y'all taking it? Cool, run with me. But there was nothing more to that.
Okay. Any more questions, sister? You got one more?
I do.
Oh, come on,
wait.
Bougie.
Okay, one of them would be, since you a professional dancer, babe, would you ever work with Beyonce?
Would I work with Beyonce?
He probably didn't come in when you heard. She worked with her for a brief moment.
Very, very small moment. It was cool. Would I do it again? Yeah. Because like who don't want to say they work for Beyonce? Like,
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna be like, hell nah, bitch. I mean, yes, because like I know that's gonna perpetuate me into like 15 other gigs for no reason.
Yeah.
Referral.
You know, like I know that it's going to put me on a different platform, but is it like a dream job? No.
Will you ever do reality TV?
Hell nah. Hell nah. I am almost too hood for that. I will
That was
flip
my
shit
follow-up
up.
question. I was saying, being from New York, what's your viewpoint on reality TV? Because you live in New York where it happened.
Oh yeah, like Black Ink. Is Black Ink real?
Let the people know Black Ink New York specifically.
Oh, the question was, what is your dream job then?
My dream job is to do a Savage Fenty show. When they do that runway line and they do all them dances, I want
Come on,
to be
Rihanna. And she will. Rihanna.
Oh, I
Yeah,
know
where
I
are
will.
you going for
Rihanna,
it?
I know you see me, my nigga. Holla at me.
Robin,
I'm
girl, pull up.
kidding. But nah, that would be a dream job just because it has so many layers. There's so much to go through. There's not just a one dynamic. And she's very inclusive and she's very aware that there's so many levels to it that, damn bitch, yeah, put me on. What's up? Like, holler.
Now, will you ever become a professional model or model?
You know what? Yes. And I'm a
She does model too.
Yeah, I do model, but
Amazing body.
Yeah.
And I'm gay.
deceased. I am deceased.
Did y'all see the promo picture?
I mean, clearly. that wasn't fake.
What's crazy is that's me like eating burritos for 7.
Literally.
Look, eat a burrito and look sexy today. Call 1-877.
555-2020. Call now.
Why wait?
And get your Lotus burrito today.
Ooh,
Yes.
extra meat. Yes.
It's not hot fish because I'm gonna eat meat, but y'all understand.
But no, reality
for sure.
TV.
Reality TV in New York is a over exaggeration of what really happens in New York, because like Black Ink is not that place to go to. Like, we actually try to avoid it. And if y'all think I'm lying, go look at them articles about people's tattoos, and you know, you're welcome in advance. Other reality TVs, like, I'm be honest with you, a lot of them are by association of people that they know. Like, if they have the right connect, they're in there. Are they people that we as New Yorkers are like, that's my nigga? No. Most of them I don't know, and
Or
like,
probably don't even live or from New York.
I genuinely don't watch majority of these shows, but like, when I see people, I'll be like, who
are you?
is this? Who is this nigga?
What was that show? Like the New York shows, like all the entrepreneurs, like younger.
It was on BET.
Oh, you know what's so funny is that I had a homegirl that was on there. She won it.
The Hustle or something like that?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes, we actually did a whole shoot together. And like, she's actually very amazing. She's very funny. She's very sweet. She is a very hardworking woman, and I was supporting her throughout that whole show, because I was like, no, you really are like this. This isn't like a front. You're not just like hustling just for the show. Like, she really goes and networks and puts herself out there. She puts herself.
I love it.
Yeah, like, she's really about her shit. So her winning, and I was like, duh. Like, you're from New York, and you're really about this. Like,
Hello.
you were really going to win, and we knew this. We were just here to watch and get your views up. But
And if you can leave us with this, words of, just, you know, give us some good words of encouraging, inspiration. What would you tell the people to keep them lifted and keep going?
you have to understand you're important. You being in this world and being in this lifetime is extremely vital, no matter if you feel like it is. Because the moment you're not,
Yes.
there is a gap hole in this world that someone has been robbed from because you're not there anymore. And the more you understand and understand what your energy can offer to people, you will understand your value to yourself and to your people. And like, that is so important. Please understand that, like, we need you here.
Yes.
We want you here. And just take your time. Like, there's no rush. There's no expectations, for real. Like, no one's really expecting anything from you that they're really not expecting from themselves. So let them expect from themselves, but you do what you need to do because it's important.
Yes.
You know?
I love it. Well, y'all, it looks like that's our time. We only got her for an hour. She has another event to attend, but this would not be the last that y'all see of Lotus. This would not be the last.
Did y'all stuck with me?
Okay. So I'm your wretched girl, Anastasia.
And I'm your Countess, Aubrey.
And we are the Trap Queens, and we are here joined with our Lotus Bomb. Make sure y'all follow her. Give them your social media once again.
Yes, you can find me on Facebook at Lotus Bomb and on Instagram, official Lotus Bomb.
Yes.
I am not on Twitter, so don't look for me. But holla at me. Please feel free to reach out. I'm always open to talk. And just follow me. Keep up
awesome
with me.
person.
I love y'all, and like, be safe out there. Okay.
Bye. Bye.